Welcome back, South Carolina fans, to another episode of the South Carolina Dynasty here on College Football Revamped. We're up for an exciting matchup. South Carolina Gamecocks will take on the Kentucky Wildcats here in Columbia. A little look at your standings here in the SEC East. You can see that South Carolina is having quite the trouble so far in their SEC play, but they've faced some worthy adversaries. As South Carolina comes into this game, they want to put off the thoughts of their loss against Vandy and focus all their energy into this game against Kentucky, coming off of a great win against Coastal Carolina. Let that momentum move into this game against a team that is a lot more or a lot higher rated than South Carolina. Comes into Columbia here. But I think that South Carolina has a great shot of making this a great game. So South Carolina comes out, ball first quarter. Handoff up the middle, it's Harris. Harris up for about a 2-yard rush, so nothing doing on the first play of the game as we head to a 2nd and 8. Zeb Nolan in the backfield. Harris to his right, offset. It's a shotgun formation. 2 receivers either side. Zeb Nolan back to pass. Throws it to the right side. It's Miriam Brown, who's all the way up to about the 39-yard line. As he completes the first down there on 2nd and 2, we find South Carolina again in the shotgun, using motion to the left. Harris to the left side of Zeb Nolan. Zeb Nolan hands it up. Harris goes up the middle, stumbles a little bit, but still makes a 6-yard rush on the play to make it 3rd and 4. Kentucky comes in with a pretty good defense, especially with the run, so South Carolina's going to have their work cut out for them. And then South Carolina struggled this year in the past, so they need to clear that up as Jenkins catches a ball over the middle for 6 yards on the play. E.J. Jenkins, his first reception on the game. He hasn't done too much this year, but he's a great player that we intend to get the ball to as much as we can. Brooks to the left side, catches another ball, 7-yard reception on that one to make it 2nd and 3. On 2nd and 3, Joyner comes in the game for the first time this season as quarterback. Fakes the snap, pitches the ball to the outside. It's Harris on the right side of the field for a 3-yard rush. We intend to use DeCarrion Joyner in some rushing situations like option, but we're not afraid to pass with him. The problem is that because he's so low rated as a quarterback, which I don't know why, I think it's just a stats glitch. But either way, you can't do formation changes like hot routes and things like that. So we have to be sparingly useful with him, but I think he'll be an amazing asset for us as we line up on 3rd and 1. Jaheim Bell behind the quarterback. It's a snap up the middle. Jaheim Bell gets a 4-yard rush on the play as South Carolina converts on the 3rd and 1. 2nd and 5 here. Joyner back in the game again in shotgun formation this time as Brown shifts over to the left beside DeCarrion. DeCarrion takes it up the middle. I think it was meant to be an option to the right side, but he couldn't get out as they contained him up the middle. 3rd and 5. South Carolina's running the hurry up here, trying to keep them off their feet. Joyner back in the back. This will be his first pass as he drops back. Scrolls out to the left. Nobody open, but he runs for an 8-yard rush and gets the first down. It's 1st and 10. 2 minutes and a half left in the first quarter. Joyner back in the backfield again at quarterback. Shotgun formation. Running back to either side of him. Fakes the handoff up the middle. Takes off to the right side. And Harris is down for a 3-yard rush after the pitch from DeCarrion. He's up to 14 yards on this drive. So we're hopefully we can get him a bit more involved in some more drives down the road. But 3rd and 7 here. Joyner's still on the field in this passing situation. One thing to consider too is that Joyner is not the highest rated passer either as far as statistics. So we have to be careful with that too as he gets sacked. A 9-yard sack, and he fumbles the ball, but South Carolina's lucky to have picked it up. So Parker White is back for the field goal. It is up. It looks accurate, but they're going to say it's not long enough. Parker White doesn't have the leg on the play, and he misses the field goal. South Carolina does not go up by 3 in this situation. That's tough. So South Carolina comes back out. Defense. First and 10, they pitch it off to the left side. It's Rodriguez. He gets about 4 yards on the play. Christopher Rodriguez, a great running back out of Kentucky. And then, of course, Will Levis is the quarterback here, number 7. South Carolina comes out in a 4-3. There's a pass. Unloads. And Cam Smith. It wouldn't be a South Carolina Dynasty video if Cam Smith didn't drop a pick. He drops a big one there. So it's 3rd and 6. The crowd is going crazy. It is very loud here. Will Levis back to throw off the back foot. He gets it over the middle. It's a 11-yard reception. Don't know why I said 3. 11-yard reception. They get the first down. South Carolina can't hold. It's 1st and 10 again. Shotgun formation. Fake the handoff up the middle, and it's Epps on the right side of the field. Has a block. And he goes up for 14 yards on the play. Isaiah Epps, his first carry on the day. 14 yards. That's not too bad. For them, at least. South Carolina looking like they're going to bring a massive amount of pressure. As it is a run play. Foster is there. Jalen Foster comes from his safety position, sweeps through the line, and minds his gap, gets the tackle for the loss. It's 3rd and 8. South Carolina facing another 3rd and 8 as we end the first quarter. Your score is 0-0. But a big play here. South Carolina with a chance to revenge their turnover on downs as they come out 3rd and 8. South Carolina sat back in the dollar package, waiting for the pass. Will Levis back to throw. Running back comes out of the backfield. There's a throw to the right. And he finds Josh Ali. 20-yard reception. Man, that was a really good pass from Will Levis there. Great route. Found the open hole in the zone. And they have 2nd and 9 here in the I formation. Shift to the left. Rodriguez to the right side. He's got plenty of blockers all the way into the end zone as he scores from 18 yards out. 5 minutes, 15 seconds left in the second quarter here. South Carolina's, they got to figure out something on offense. It's been a whole quarter. No scores from South Carolina. Big defensive game so far. As South Carolina looks to come out here to block for the PAT for Kentucky. They put it up 7-0. Yeah, I think South Carolina, I think they're doing a pretty good job at stopping the run of Kentucky. But having some trouble defending the pass. Kentucky back to kick. Kick is up. Joyner back to return. Josh Vann blocking ahead. Joyner goes straight ahead. Makes a man miss on the 30 and makes his way all the way up to the 35-yard line. So South Carolina will start out with decent field position here on 1st and 10. Again, 5 minutes left in the half. Kentucky scoring a 3-1 record coming into this game. Having success in the SEC as well. Joyner fakes a snap, goes off to the right, pitches it out. It's fumbled, but Harris picks it up, and he's all the way down, stiff-arming his way to the 33-yard line after a 32-yard run on the play. What an electric play from Joyner and Harris. Joyner won't get credited with the yardage, but, man, he really set that play up. Zeb Nolan alone in the backfield here on 1st and 10. 5 receivers set. Play clock running out on him, though, as he makes adjustments at the line. Zeb Nolan back to pass. Finds Amirian Brown over the middle. And Amirian Brown all the way into the red zone after an 18-yard reception. He's up to 30 yards. Amirian Brown just happens to be our fastest receiver on the team, and he's got good hands, too. So he's young. Looking for him to do some big things as he continues his career. South Carolina comes back out, shotgun formation. Harris up the middle. 4-yard rush on the play. Harris with 3.6 average so far. Only 18 yards through the game so far, but he hasn't had a whole lot of carries as we're running it through the option as well. Joyner back in the backfield again. Offset shotgun formation. Handoff up the middle. Harris bulldozing his way. Nearly gets into the end zone, but he's about a yard or two short as we face 1st and goal. South Carolina will come out in the hurry-up offense, trying to catch them while they're winded. 1st and goal, Joyner in the backfield. Harris to his right. Hands off up the middle. Harris, nothing but green. Gets in from 2 yards out. Harris with his first touchdown on the game. He hasn't had too many yards this half yet. Sitting at less than 20, I think. But he does get his first touchdown there. So good for him. 2nd and 4 here. Will Levis takes the snap. Keeps it himself. Runs to the right side for a 2-yard rush. Making it 3rd and 2 with about 2 minutes and 37 seconds left in the half. Artie Blair takes his 2nd timeout of the game on a big 3rd and 2 here. South Carolina hoping their defense can get a stop and maybe actually get the ball back with time to score. Remember that Kentucky does get the ball back first in the second half as Will Levis hands it off up the middle. It's a big run. Rodriguez pounds his way for a 15-yard rush on the play to get the first down, as South Carolina now having to start worrying about leaving them too much time as they flip the ball to the right. Rodriguez there for just a few yards, about 4 on the play. They're up to 79 yards. Rodriguez up to 50 yards rushing. 79 as a team. South Carolina comes out 2nd and 6. Will Levis in the pistol formation, motion to the right. Rodriguez does a little shifty move and makes his way up the middle for a 13-yard rush. I'm not sure who came in on that play. I want to say it was probably Sherrod Green. But if you look, watch as the running back makes his way forward. He just kind of runs away from him. Oh, my goodness. Don't be scared to play the game, bro. Go lay the hit, dude. Anyway, 1st and 10 after the blunder. I believe it was actually Eason Riddle who missed the tackle, to be honest with you. They come out in the ace formation, tied in to the left side. Will Levis back to throw. No, it's a draw up the middle. Rodriguez gets 5 yards. I actually anticipated the draw there, but was unable to stop it for anything less. 2nd and 5 here. South Carolina comes out. 3 down linemen, and they run it up the middle again. South Carolina trying to stop the pass, but they run it up the middle, and he gets 16 yards on the play. Just a defensive blunder there. This entire possession was. Extra point is up and good, and Kentucky takes a 14-7 lead with about 1 minute and 35 seconds left on the clock. South Carolina hoping they can get something done before halftime, but they also don't want to give Kentucky more time to score by going 3 and out. Zeb Nolan back to pass. He's alone in the backfield, delivers to the right side to Jalen Brooks. Jalen Brooks for a 14-yard reception on the play. He's up to 21 off of 2. Zeb Nolan 5 for 7, 55 yards in the first half. But South Carolina has quite a few rushing yards. Pass over the middle is Brown, and he takes a massive shot. In today's day and age, that would be a penalty, and he'd be ejected. But play stands. Great play for him. Hard hit on the receiver there coming across the middle. Zeb Nolan again coming out in the empty set by himself in the backfield. 3 wide receivers to the right, 2 to the left. And Marion Brown comes over to the left to make it trips left. Zeb Nolan changing some hot routes on the play. Throws it to the right to Josh Vann. Josh Vann all alone with one defender to beat. Spins his way down for a 21-yard reception on the play to make it 1st and 10 with 1 minute and 19 seconds to go in the half. South Carolina has 1 timeout. So not a whole lot of possibility of running the ball. You would expect them to pass. So they come out 5 with receivers. Zeb Nolan in the backfield, getting ready to pass. Doesn't see anybody open. Runs out to his right. Finds Joyner, who leaps up and grabs it. But he can't get the first down on it. It's only a 9-yard reception. Can't get out of bounds either. So South Carolina is forced to run the hurry up on 2nd and 1. Not really ideal coming out in 5 wide on 2nd and 1. Considering that you can get a first down. Zeb Nolan to the right side. He's got space. Zeb Nolan for an 11-yard rush on the play. Cocky's dancing again. You know good things are happening when he's dancing. South Carolina comes out shotgun formation. Joyner in the game at quarterback. Harris to the right side, probably trying to catch him off guard as Joyner throws pass over the middle for a 5-yard reception. Pretty good play on that one. 41 seconds to go in the half. South Carolina running the hurry up. Joyner still in the game. Harris to his right side, offset. They got 4 down linemen. Joyner with the read option gets absolutely pummeled after a 4-yard rush on the play. And there's 30 seconds left to go. The crowd is chanting. They want him to complete it. But this is going to be a tough one for South Carolina. They've used their last timeout. 30 seconds to go. This is crucial because if they don't get this, they're not really going to have a whole lot of time to bring out the field goal unit. So Zeb Nolan in the backfield by himself, throws it over the middle, and Jones picks it. Picked off by the linebacker. Actually looks like that was a corner coming around. Plays the zone perfectly in the middle of the field. The pass is a little bit inaccurate. And South Carolina comes out 1st and 10. 26 seconds left for Kentucky. Are they going to try to score here? He passes to the right and finds Harris. Well, now you got to think with 2 timeouts, 22 seconds, Kentucky is going to do their best to at least get a field goal before the half ends. They come out in the ace formation, 1 tight end on the field. Running back in the backfield, blocking as he throws left to Ali. And Ali is there for the first down. 17 seconds to go. Then Kentucky takes their first timeout of this drive. 1st and 10, 17 seconds. Will Levis in the backfield. 5 receiver set. Tries to get the defense to jump. They don't, but he throws it over the middle. Wide open hole in the zone. 23-yard reception for the receiver. Will Levis up to 83 yards passing in the half, which you can look at that and say, you know, that's not really too bad. But right here it's crucial with 8 seconds left. Will Levis back to pass. This is big. And we defended it, but there's 3 seconds left. Cam Smith, if he can get his body around, maybe he gets the pick. And the half is over. But instead, Kentucky's looking to attempt the long field goal here as the crowd has gone absolutely silent. Oh, actually, no, they pick it back up. They're yelling now. As the kick is up, it looks good. No. They go up 17-7 to end the half. Valiant effort from South Carolina so far. I would not count South Carolina out of this game. Their defense has been coming up with stops. They've been creating advantages. I think South Carolina can do a good job in the second half of if they can find a way to score the ball. We've got to find a way to get some points, or otherwise Kentucky could take off with this. Crucial drive, crucial moment for South Carolina here. Do you go down by 3 scores, or do you hold tight? As they run to the right side, Rodriguez can't find anything, goes down for a negative 1-yard rush. South Carolina starts out the drive well as it's 3rd and 11. Big play, Will Levis in the backfield with Rodriguez to his left side, offset. Will Levis back to throw. Nothing open, and he's sacked. 7 yards. Back in the backfield, Zach Pickens. First tackle is a tackle for loss, which just happens to be a sack. Look at him just, I mean, he's zooming through there. Nearly unblocked. Will Levis can't get the ball off, and they're back to punt. 4 minutes and 58 seconds, 4th and 18. Third quarter, they're going to punt their first drive. 3 and out for South Carolina on that drive. Josh Van back to return, goes to the right side. He's got some space to the right. Jukes back to the inside, gets around the 42, 43-yard line after a 16-yard return on the play. Not bad at all. As we move forward a little bit in the drive, it's 2nd and 7. Joyner in at quarterback again. Nick Muse and Josh Van on the right side. Nick Muse rotates to the left. Harris up the middle with the ball. It was a read option. Defensive end kept, so Joyner wisely hands it off up the middle for a 3rd and 2, which they easily convert. And we're back on 2nd and 10. Zeb Nolan in the backfield. Two running backs beside him. And twin set on the right side. Single receiver on the left. Pass up the middle is up to White. Zakondre White has done pretty good this game already. He does have the 1 reception, but he's been in the game quite a bit today, blocking and assisting. We'll give him the participation trophy. Let him earn it. Anyway, Kevin Harris up the middle here for the first down. 2 minutes, 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Man, this quarter is flying by. As South Carolina again on first down here. Zeb Nolan in the backfield, changing the play at the line. Offset is Harris to his left side. Back to pass is Zeb Nolan. Runs out to the right. Nothing. Hey, he finds Muse, his check down. And he gets 4 yards on a play in which he probably wouldn't have done anything. Nick Muse really using the big body and the stature and strength that he has to push his way up for a 4-yard play on that one. Zeb Nolan again in the backfield. Nick Muse lined up at fullback as Joyner comes into motion to the left side. It's a handoff. It's a counter. And Kentucky is all over it as they knock him in the backfield for a 4-yard rush. It's now 3rd and 10. Zeb Nolan and Harris in the backfield. Offset formation again. tight end on the right side of the field. He's going over to the left. Zeb Nolan with not much time throws it, and it's out of bounds. The pass was way ahead of the intended target, but he had Kentucky linemen all over him as soon as he snapped the ball as we go for the field goal here. Parker White makes up for his miss, gets South Carolina on the board. South Carolina's down by 7 as we check with the studio update. Ohio State, number 3 in the nation, down to Northwestern with about halfway through the second quarter on that one. Looking at the stats, yards by half, South Carolina is doing really well, keeping up with them. As far as rushing yards, they have done nothing in the entirety of this third quarter. So they come out in the ace formation, tied in to the left. It's a fake, and he's scrolling. They get him in the sack. I don't even know what to say as Pickens misses the tackle. Dickerson gets completely punched in the face, and Christopher Rodriguez is up for a 22-yard play. Oh my goodness. They had him in the backfield for the sack. They had him in the backfield after the catch, and then he breaks 2 tackles to get him with a massive gain on the play. Will Levis with the option. Nothing doing as he's down for a 3-yard rush. South Carolina making up for the absolutely abysmal play from before. 2nd and 13, they come out in a wicked I formation with a tight end on the right side. Right up the middle. Nothing doing. Johnson there to stop the play. Brad Johnson really been having some pretty good games these past couple of weeks. So he's one to watch as we enter to the fourth quarter already. As it's 17-10. South Carolina leads the second half 3-0. Fourth quarter starts. Will Levis in the backfield. Throws it over the middle on 3rd and 12. And nothing. He gets 7-yard reception on the play, and it's 4th down. South Carolina's got to make sure, though, that there's no fake, because this is a great opportunity for them to do it. They're looking like they're going to punt, but you got to know that old Shane Beamer's prepared just in case. Punter's back to punt. Snap is up. Kick is up. It's a long one. Van gets out of the way. It bounces, and it bounces at the goal line. It nearly stays. The punter nearly has an amazing punt on the play, but instead South Carolina is going to start their drive in normal field possession. 1st and 10 to carry on Joyner in the backfield. Running back either side. Tied in, lined up on the right side of the line as Brooks comes into motion to the left. 9 seconds on the play clock. Needs to snap it. Joyner hands it off up the middle. It's Jaquandre White to the right side of the field. To the 40. Stiff arms his way. Oh my goodness. 36-yard rush on the play. We just said he had to earn his keep. Well, he did right there. Joyner still in the backfield here in shotgun formation. Muse is going to be shifted off to the left. Most likely going to be an option play. Nope, he hands it up the middle. It's Harris with a 9-yard rush. Very easily could have called that a 1st down. We got 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 after the conversion. Zeb Nolan back on the field. Running back either side of him. Throws to the right side. It's Josh Van. Josh Van for the 15-yard reception. Gets him all the way to 1st and goal from inside the 3. Oh, I guess they're inside the 5 here as it's 1st and goal. Joyner motions off to the left. Running back either side is Zeb Nolan. Zeb Nolan hands it off the middle, but an amazing stop for the safety there to crush in and stop him. But he's up to 58 yards on the day already. It's the Jaheim Bell special on 2nd and goal. It's going to be a handoff right up the middle. They can't stop it. Nobody can stop Jaheim Bell from getting in that end zone. I'm about to say getting into that touchdown, but getting into the end zone. Nobody can stop him. We're going to have to check soon to see what his statistics are, but I'd have to imagine he's close to leading the team in touchdown conversions. As it's 17-7, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. South Carolina needs to get a big defensive stop, but I'll tell you what, this crowd is getting exceedingly louder. It's getting harder and harder to hear. As we face the kickoff, Parker White kicks it, boots it way up in the air, gets it to the goal line. Robinson on the return, returns it left side, gets past the 25, but he's brought down right before the 30 for a 28-yard return on that. 1st and 10, Will Levis comes out in the I formation, tight end on the right side. It's a toss to the right. He's got space, he's got blockers, but South Carolina, the speed of their safeties get there to stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10. Coming out in the ace formation, it's a run up the middle. Green gets caught up in the wrong gap, but still comes around and makes the tackle. Sherrod Green, he should be an impact player, especially since Cam Smith is our impact player, but he can't hold on to picks. 3rd and 6 here, throws it left deep to the 50-yard line. Josh Alley picks up another reception. He's up to 57 yards. He accounts for nearly half of all of the passing yards that Kentucky has on the game. Will Levis alone in the backfield, drops back to pass. Aaron Sterling completely obliterates the right tackle, but he can't make his way to the quarterback as there's 1 minute and 30 seconds left. 2nd and 3. Will Levis still in the backfield by himself. Drops back, passes it. It's deep, and it's picked off. I can't believe it. It's picked off. Hill with an amazing pick. You can see on the replay, if we can get it zoomed in, his foot barely comes down. You can see the left foot comes down as he catches the ball. Man, what an interception. Setting up South Carolina with an opportunity. An opportunity to go up and win this game. 54 seconds. South Carolina with 2 timeouts. The game is tied. 2nd and 10, fakes the handoff. They bit with it, but there's nobody open. And Zeb Nolan forced to throw the ball out of bounds. It makes it 3rd and 10. 49 seconds left on the clock. Clock is not moving. Might have wanted to actually keep the clock moving here in this situation because now they have time with 3 timeouts. Ball thrown up the middle. Amirian Brown, only 5 yards on the play. He can't convert. South Carolina goes 3 and out. Kai Kroger comes out. Hopefully he can save the game. If he can get a great punt here, we'd be looking at a much better situation than where we're at now. Kick is off. It's up to the right side. It's got a chance of being great. It comes down on the 3.5-yard line with 40 seconds. Kentucky is going to have the ball close to the goal line. And you know South Carolina is going to be sending a blitz up the middle, around the edge, wherever they got to send it to catch this running back in the backfield because you know they're running it. Run up the middle, right side middle anyway. Rodriguez, 0-yard rush as the clock continues to move. 2nd and 10, 30 seconds left on the clock. South Carolina at least needs to get the stop. They're looking like they are just going to let this clock run out. There'll be one more play, one chance for a safety. They can't get it. He runs up the middle, nearly getting the first down. But your game, regulation anyway, is done. And we're heading to overtime again for the 2nd time this season. Heading into overtime with a team much better than us with an opportunity to win. But this time, they want to do better than the last time they were out in overtime. And you can check that game out. North Carolina game went to overtime, double overtime, I believe. No, it was single overtime, I believe, but couldn't get the victory. But this time, they come out poised, ready to go. I think in this situation, South Carolina's offense can actually thrive because we rely so heavily on the run. We're not worried about time restraints or anything like that. We just got to get a couple of first downs. Zeb Nolan hands the ball off. It's a counter play to the left side. Harris with the ball. 4 yards on the play. First play of overtime. Again, your score is tied at 17-7 as we face a 2nd and 6 here. To carry on Joyner in the backfield, fakes the handoff up the middle, takes it to the right side and gets the first down. He's all the way inside the 10. 2nd and 10 here. Joyner back in the backfield with Harris, offset to his right. Hands it off up the middle. Harris up for a small gain. But a gain nonetheless, puts it up to 3rd and 6. South Carolina facing a very difficult situation here. If they don't convert, they have a chance to lose this game. So 3rd and 6, massive play here. What do they come out to do? Joyner in the backfield again with Harris. Takes a snap back, throws it right to Harris, but it's behind him. And he can't get the leverage he needs to fall forward. And it's 4th and 2. But Artie Blair comes out for it. 4th and 2, game on the line. They bring in Joyner with Harris offset to his right side. Nick Muse off to the left on a shift. He sees the blitz coming from the left, shifts Muse back over to the right, noticing blitzes from both sides. Hands it off up the middle, chucks his way forward and gets the first down. South Carolina keeps in it and make it 1st and goal as the crowd goes insane. You already know where the ball's going. It's going to big man Jaheim Bell right up the middle, and they can't stop it. It's 23-17. South Carolina takes their first lead of the entire game, and it comes in overtime. They've been scratching their way, pushing their way, doing everything they can to win this game, or at least stay in it, and they stayed in it long enough to tie it up, bring it to overtime, and then take the lead. This crowd's going insane right now. They want the win. It is a horrible day to be a Wildcat in this place right now. Facing 1st and 10, Will Levis in the backfield by himself, throws it off to the right. Harris is there, breaks a tackle, goes forward all the way inside the 10-yard line on a 15-yard reception. That's not how South Carolina wanted to start their defensive play in overtime. They come out in this funky I formation that they've come out before. Handoff of the middle. No, it's a fake. He drops right to pass, throws it out the back of the end zone. Cam Smith on the coverage. Nothing doing on that play. It's 3rd and 10. South Carolina is 2 plays away from ending this game. So on 3rd and 10, Wildcats facing a very nerve-wracking position because they have to score. Will Levis in the backfield, running back on either side. Drops back to pass. Issa Riddle cover in the middle. Gets blocked. And it's called. There's no holding called. He gets blocked, tangled up with the receiver, knocked out of the play, and the man's open in the end zone. Touchdown. Massive extra point here. If they'd miss this, the game is over. And the kick is up, and it's good. I'll tell you what, you don't miss a whole lot of extra points in this game. South Carolina going to second overtime. They will start on defense here as Kentucky comes out. South Carolina desperately wanting a stop here. Will Levis running back either side. Twin set on the left. Pass over the middle. He's open. And it's a 7-yard reception for Robinson on the play as they face a 2nd and 3. South Carolina comes out, 3 down linemen. Could be a run play, so they need to be careful here. Handoff up the middle. Green is there, and he's there in time. It's 3rd and inches. Massive stop on the play. If South Carolina can find a way to get a stop here, they can force them to kick a field goal. Tackle for loss would be massive in this situation, so South Carolina comes out with as many people on the line as they can put there. Foster comes in motion forward. Breaks through the line. Shoots through the gap and gets a loss. A tackle for loss for Jalen Foster. A 2nd time he has busted through the line and made a massive play to save the Gamecocks. 4th and 1. Kentucky faced with a massive decision. South Carolina went for it in this situation. Kentucky content with the field goal. South Carolina defense is held up so strongly in this game. As they take the field goal there, South Carolina with a chance to come out here and beat the Kentucky Wildcats at home. I'm going to tell you what, the crowd's been amazing, and in that drive really caused a lot of trouble for Will Levis and the Kentucky offense. But South Carolina, though, they need to be poised here, need to not make a mistake. They can still lose this. If they throw a pick or a fumble, it's game over. So Zeb Nolan in the backfield, Harris offset to his left, handoff up the middle. Not much doing, but 3 yards on the play there. Again, South Carolina's main goal is just get the first down. Don't try to get it all at once. Zeb Nolan lines up shotgun. Harris offset to his right. Twin receivers either side of the field. Making adjustments is Zeb Nolan. Tries to catch him off sides as well. Tries again. Doesn't work. Handoff up the middle. It's Harris. And Harris bulldozes his way for the first down. South Carolina is only about 12 to 15 yards away from sealing this game up and winning. Coming out in the shotgun formation. Van motioning off to the right. Handoff up the middle is Harris. He is pressing his way. Moving and scooting down inside the 10-yard line to the 6. 3rd and 3, though. It's a massive play yet again. Zeb Nolan in the backfield. Offset is Kevin Harris. Handoff up the middle is good again, and he bulldozes his way, and this game is over. 30-27 is your final score. No PAT necessary. Harris bulldozes two guys. How many times have we seen Harris come up with a massive play just like that? Wow. You look at the numbers. Rodriguez accounted for nearly all of their team's rushing yards and passing, or total yards. What a game. I'm just absolutely speechless. Kevin Harris, another 100-yard game with 2 touchdowns off of 22 carries. That's a high average. But South Carolina, thankful for the crowd, thankful for the amazing atmosphere as we took on Kentucky today and got the win. Your score, again, 30-27 over the 3-1 Kentucky Wildcats. They'll move to 3-2. South Carolina will move to 2-3, but 1-2 in conference. Kentucky will go to 0-2 in conference. Man, this right here could be a turning point for South Carolina. You know, the Coastal game was huge, but getting an SEC win against a valuable opponent, that's even bigger. But I tell you what, there's still some pretty difficult games ahead of us as we have away games in the SEC, which is never easy. And we proved that today as Kentucky went in shell-shocked. Massive defensive game, as it tends to always be against Kentucky. But South Carolina this time comes out on top. Looking at your stats, you can see that we had an ESPN Classic game yet again. We've done that twice already this season. Held them under 300 passing yards. Held them under 100 rushing yards, which was big because their running back had nearly 60 or 70 yards by the first half. And we're going to take a look at a few player stats before we close out the game. But let me just remind you here right now, and if you would, consider hitting the subscribe button, staying up to date with all that we put out. As we look at the stats here, Zeb Nolan did very well passing the ball. We decided that we would give him the whole game and allow Joyner to come in on running plays. Therefore, Luke Doty did not get a whole lot of time today. But you can look. Rushing yards, Harris led it. Joyner with 24 rushing yards on 8 attempts. He had a few passing yards. I don't think it calculated, though, for some reason. But he had some receptions. 3 receptions, 19 yards. Not a whole lot of passing in this game, and that's okay. That's the way we like it. Only 1 drop today by Miriam Brown. But if you remember, it was when he got absolutely obliterated on the play. Again, another day, though, where South Carolina has a massive amount of tackles for loss. 1 sack on the play. But look, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't even count that fast. That's a lot of tackles for loss. So many people showed up today. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, consider subscribing. Consider hitting the like button. It helps me out a lot to continue to push out content. Leave comments down below, and I'd love to read it. As a matter of fact, comment is what led to DeCarrion Joyner being tossed into the game. So, I do read the comments and take your suggestions seriously. Thank you so much for watching. What an amazing game. It was so fun to play, so fun to commentate, and I hope it was fun for you to watch. But I hope you have a great day. God bless, and goodbye.